feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. And it's McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's destined for the flank.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Yamal. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Berghaus. Nicely spread. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Dolberg. Has a shot! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Ajax are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Here comes the corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's a throw-in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Berghaus proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Vasco da Gama are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Schutalo. Ajax are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And that's played in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, the clearance is short. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aims beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Yamal. Rijkaard. And it's McAllister. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Dolberg. Now it's Dolberg. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
It's a really well-measured ball. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. That's going across goal. Cleared without hesitation. Might be danger here. Vasco da Gama have the chance to go the other way. Rui Costa. Swung over. Yamal. Marquinhos. Always a very imposing presence at the back. Distributed tidily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Yamal's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. In again. Impressive jump. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vasco da Gama currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rui Costa. Now it's Dolberg. Now it's Bojan. So what can they make of this? And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Neymar getting up there! And there's a goal! Vasco da Gama are back in business! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vasco da Gama restore parity.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
This looks promising. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. Looking for the far post. Marquinhos can get it clear.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Marquinhos. And Yamal. Ruben Dias. And it's Neymar. Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Dolberg. Marquinhos. Rui Costa. Bojan Kurkic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's neat. Rijkaard. McAllister. That has not gone well. Space for him to turn and look. Opts to play it back. Chance, surely! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5.
Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing.
Substituição.
Vasco da Gama still have the cards to affect this game. Nicely weighted ball. Berghaus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, super! Can he finish? Goal! Vasco da Gama! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite...
Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in by... There's the header! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vasco da Gama now in a position far more desirable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
As a look up, terrific effort! It's in! Right back in the game! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Camisa 25.
Time for a change in personnel, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And here's Rashford, and here's Neymar.
Vasco da Gama clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's in a great position here. Into the last 5 minutes. Good running, strong. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Crosses it in here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Belly. Oh, played through for the wide man. Great, tries a shot! And a neat finish! What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, good-looking ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rashford. Over to the right flank. Now it's Palmer. Davy Klaassen. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Vasco da Gama have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage, it was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the lone role up front. He's instinctive, he's opportunistic, and he really works for his team too, because when it comes to defence, he has to become the first line, and he never shies away from that. He's happy to embrace it and work hard.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Girassi. Passing nice and neat. Flings it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Neymar. Now it's Bojan.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Maldini. And this is Neymar. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's played it. Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bayer. It's a good one he's making out on the left. So it is still 0-0. Schlotterbeck. Now it's Girassi. Rijkaard. Bojan. Looking for options for movement. Great ball if he can get there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bellingham. Bayer. And Bellingham. Ryerson. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And Bellingham. Sabitzer knocks it out wide. Now it's Girassi. Referee's given a throw. Rui Costa. Ruben Dias. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Marquinhos. Now it's Bojan. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bayer. And Bellingham. Now it's Girassi. That has been slung wide. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a goal kick. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. That looks a good cross. And he's heaved it away. Chance to deliver. Brandt clears it away. That'll be a throw-in. And here's McAllister, and it's Maldini. Now, can they get him away? McAllister providing an outlet on that flank. Schlotterbeck can clear it away. Tries to pass it through. Played in. He leaps for it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
1 minute added time.
And that is going out for a goal kick. Schlotterbeck. Bayer. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So off we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ryerson. And the counter is on. Now it's Girassi. And it's Brandt. And Bellingham. Now it's Girassi. Neymar. That's good running with the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Bojan. He is through here. Brandt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That's destined for the flank. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. He's a sharp little ball here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Anton tries to clear. Bayer.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The attendance for this match.
Now it's Girassi.
51,052.
Now it's Brandt. Lovely pass, but he goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Schlotterbeck with the short one. Oh, sweet feet. Stood up well to him there. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Brandt. Now it's Brandt. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up again. Getting up there! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! Oh, good finish. Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
The first breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.
Big chance! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Vasco da Gama are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Bojan. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Crosses it in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal stood his ground strongly.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7, John Bellingham. Coming on the field is number 17, substitution.
Vasco da Gama can consider themselves just about safe now. McAllister crosses it in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Schlotterbeck. Chukwuemeka. Marquinhos makes the interception. And it's Palmer. Rijkaard. Marquinhos. And here's Neymar. Neymar. And he lines up a cross. Oh, good effort! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control. Chance for a shot! And that is well cleared. Anton gets over and intercepts. Now it's Girassi. And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. The pass has gone astray. And it's McAllister. And this is Bojan. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this player, Vlahovic, is more impressive game by game, Peter. Big Serbian, he's proven that he has lots of dimensions to his game. And I think people look at it.
Shot a goal! Brilliant from Vlahovic! About as smooth as it gets. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Vasco da Gama finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played back into the centre. Yamal gets into a good position. Oh, he's played it in low. Locatelli. Koopmeiners. Played out towards the right wing. Ball is over the line. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Plays the return pass. No outsmarting him this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bojan. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's well spotted. Yildiz. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Corner it is. And he's managed to get rid. Has to go back here. Towering header! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Now it's Bojan, spread out to the left. Locatelli, Conceição, Kalulu. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been slung wide. Vlahovic touches it back, and the finish! Rui Costa. Yamal carries the ball down the right. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Conceição. Out towards the flank. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. And it's Rui Costa. And it's Neymar. Played out to the left flank. McAllister providing an outlet on that flank. Rui Costa. That'll be a throw-in.
Vasco da Gama truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bremer. Locatelli. Now it's Vlahovic. That's going wide left. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Maldini to McAllister. Now that looks a decent ball. Koopmeiners. Kalulu. Oh, that's fabulous. Kalulu wins the duel this time. That's a lovely neat pass. Now it's Conceição. He is through here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neymar. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's looking wide. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vasco da Gama come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Vasco da Gama can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Boga. That's a delicate pass. Rui Costa. And it's Bojan. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now Bojan. Now it's Neymar. And it's Marquinhos. And that was asking for too much. Locatelli. Shifted it to the flank. Cambiasso. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Maldini. And this is Rui Costa. Now it's Bojan. That's destined for the flank. And it's Maldini. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. McAllister picks it up out wide.
Vasco da Gama really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great vision. Looking for the run. Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Cambiasso. Boga. McKennie. Boga. Here's McKennie. McAllister is always looking to break lines. That pass isn't the best. McKennie. Vlahovic does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Bojan. McKennie, spread it left. Boga.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Vlahovic, and here's McKennie. Rui Costa. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kalulu. And it's Conceição. Here's McKennie. Francisco Conceição. Here's Boga. Now it's Vlahovic. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Marquinhos clears it away. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty clear.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Gavi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. João Cancelo. It's Pedri. Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Over to the right flank. Rashford picks it up out wide. And that is out of play. Gavi. Oh, such a clever touch. No, he's overshot the green. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Bojan, McAllister, Maldini, Rui Costa, and he's heaved it away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rashford. Vasco da Gama, still without a single shot on target. And it's Lopez. It's Pedri. Spread to the right. Rashford. Rashford carries the ball down the right. Now it's Rashford. He's played it back. Spread neatly. Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Daniel, real chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Looks to the other side. João Cancelo. Turns back here, probably the best option. Dani Olmo. João Cancelo. Now it's Lopez. João Cancelo receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They've played it short. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rashford actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he refuses to take the bait. Marquinhos. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. McAllister has it in a wide position. Pedri. Gavi. Martin. Fermin. Dani Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Olmo. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Neymar. That's going wide left. He's got away. It's Neymar! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
El dorsal 10.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played. Vasco da Gama leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. McAllister. Bojan. Rashford. And it's Olmo. Gavi. Pedri. Rashford.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Eric
descuento.
Garcia. And it's Gavi. It's Pedri. Spread out to the left. Now it's Lopez. Nice control. Tries to play it through. Lovely feet. In by Cancelo. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Vasco da Gama looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Down to business again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we love the beautiful game, to see excitement like that. The run was dynamic, the finish disappointing.
João Cancelo. And it's Lopez. And he's forced to go back. Eric Garcia. And Kubasi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Looking for a corner. And he's there to clear it. Threads one in, tries to pass it through. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. And he welcomes it in. Barcelona given another corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. That is good strength. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Vasco da Gama are still that goal to the good.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847.
So we've reached the hour mark. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's an excellent interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Yamal. Rui Costa. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Maldini. Now it's McAllister. Shapes to shoot! That's a decent clearance. And the finish! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Fermin. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And here's Ferran Torres. McAllister. Now it's Bojan. It's a really well-measured ball. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Vasco da Gama still have the cards to affect this game. Rafinha. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. João Cancelo. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Pedri. For Ferran Torres. Played out to the left flank.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Ferran Torres. Lopez. Oh, important interception. The ball is bounced loose now. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Gavi! Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Lewandowski getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Showing good feet. Cross from Rafinha.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's a pretty loose pass. I think we're just about done here. Rafinha. That has been slung wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Quality ball. Yamal. No way through there. Maldini. That's the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Vasco da Gama honestly could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal. But with the control they had, they were never really under threat of losing this, Peter.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. So off we go then. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
That was lovely, that.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Probing pass. Good ball, good take.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
It's a promising position. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Thiago Mendes can clear it away. He's onside. Delivered. He's had a shot. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Into